So initiatives like Evolve, they're super, super important because when you're looking at our prison leavers and sort of the opportunities they're getting it on the outside, it is limited. Things are changing, thankfully, and becoming more progressive. But what you've got with SBFM is a real commitment to these lads. Employment is one of the biggest factors reducing reoffending. If you think about it, you've got legitimate income coming in, you can support your housing, support your family, you've got a good use of your time. But it all needs to start with someone giving you the opportunity. And more than that, what SBFM are doing and the Evolve programme is they completely appreciate where you're coming from and are willing to remove those hurdles.
I just think it's positive because so many people get out of prison with nothing. They have no houses, no jobs, with criminal records, and a lot of people do try and they fall on their face. And now there's an opportunity with SBFM to be able to get a job.
There are so many prisoners who actually want to change and they want to better themselves, but they just don't have the opportunities. Once they get out, they just struggle to find work, and then ultimately end up reoffending and end up back in the same place again. And they do it over and over again. They want to get out of prison and better themselves. They want to find work. They want to earn an honest living.
I could never really seem to get employment due to my criminal convictions and stuff. I'm a qualified painter and decorator. I'm a qualified tiler. I've got level 2s, level 3s, English and maths. Whilst I was incarcerated, I've given myself all of the opportunities and education that I could do in prison. I've given myself all of that to give me the best opportunity when I get out. Unfortunately, it just didn't happen like that. Some of the jobs that I'm applying for, I'm overqualified for, and even they won't give me a job. So what do? I go to the people that really wanted to help me from the start, and that's it, here we are today.
The impact on engaging with employers and helping people get into work is absolutely massive, and the only way we'll ever achieve reduction in reoffending and help reduce crime in our society is, the key way has been proven to be getting people into work. And SBFM is really about unpicking those barriers, working at an individual level with individual people to bring them into the workplace. And actually probably not as many barriers as you'd think.
We need more companies like SBFM to work with us that understand the importance of offenders having opportunity on release. One of the main desistance factors for men and for women offenders is that they have a job on release. So there's proven evidence there that having a job, having a stable home and having a family life on release are all things that prevent people coming back into prison. So it's incredibly important that we align people so that they've got a plan when they come into prison. We educate people, we train people, and we provide them with opportunities.
The first couple of weeks they come out, it's very overwhelming. They might need a bit of time before they start. Those feelings can be so intense. But what SBFM have sort of done, as we've learnt along the way, is gone, right, okay, how can we alleviate some of these pressures? So they now will work with your probation officer, they'll speak to them and make arrangements around your appointments and make it flexible. They say, right, okay, instead of here's a job contract, here's our contact details. When you are ready, you contact us. Some of them it's on day of release, some of them it's a week later, some of them it's 6 months later, but the point being they've met somebody, they know what to expect, they know that someone will be friendly and understanding, and they've got the tools that they need there to be able to work with that.
Just knowing that employers are interested and will listen and consider employing somebody from the criminal justice system coming out of prison has really given hope to a lot of people here who kind of written their lives off.
I've never been one for sticking at a job for so long. I always flip and go somewhere else because then I don't have to lie like before. When I've gone for jobs, I've lied about my past because I felt like I had to, whereas here I can just be me. So I'll talk about my past, why I did what I did and why I don't want to do that stuff no more.
Sometimes I'll get an employer in and they've got a bunch of questions and things that are obviously worried about. Whereas SBFM, what they're doing, I think, is taking on that risk and alleviating those concerns and worries for the workplace of where they're going into.
For employers that are sceptical about taking on an ex-prisoner, Well, you have to realise that he's probably a prisoner or has been a prisoner because nobody would give him an opportunity. So he thought about making his own in whatever way that he could at the time. So you have got to understand, when you close that door to somebody, you might be opening a bad door for them elsewhere. If that was a good opportunity for them and you closed it, you don't know where they could end up. When you give someone trust, that trust can make someone want to do better for themselves. Like, I'm here to really, really change my life, and I appreciate you for helping me do this, you know? So why am I going to throw it back in your face?
Unless we start to support people who want to change and want to get a job, want to work within our economy, then there is no route out for many people. And it takes all of us to make that happen. It's not just the job of the government, it's not just the job of the person's family, it's not just the job of the Ministry of Justice, it's the job of all our community.
Ex-offenders make brilliant employees. So I've seen more success out of it than I have failure.